Hey everyone, so I'm going to be giving some of my personal opinions on some of the courses that you may consider taking if you are interested in a career in diplomacy. And be sure to stay to the end of this video because I'm going to be offering my own personal advice that you will not find in any textbook or any college classroom. Alright, let's begin today's video. So this question is inspired by Gabrielle, and Gabrielle says, "Hey Miss Traveler, what should I major in to become a diplomat?" And I think this is an excellent question. And the truth is, I don't think that there is a specific major that you have to major in. I personally was a sociology major. I did not study international relations while I was in college. In fact, the State Department doesn't even require that diplomats have a bachelor's degree. It's not a prerequisite. However, many people do have a bachelor's degree and do have advanced degrees. With that said, I think you can personally study anything and join the Foreign Service. I think that the variety of majors helps with the diversity that the Foreign Service may be looking for. However, there is always a caveat, and I believe that there are some core courses that you should take if you're interested in becoming a diplomat. I personally think you should have a strong foundation of the history of the United States. It is beneficial to know about what happened in the past, what things happened in foreign policy in the past, what was happening culturally in the past in the United States, because those things that happen in the past influence today and they influence the future. And as far as your history classes go, I would take a history class that also focuses on the foreign policy of the past into the present. Also, because we are overseas in different countries, know about the history of the world. I think that would be really beneficial. In addition to your history classes, I would consider taking classes in economics and classes in communications. And when I say classes in communications, knowing the ability to work in teams, group projects, as well as writing. Writing, I cannot emphasize enough. Writing is one of those skills that you want to have down pat. Being able to write in a concise manner is such a valuable skill. As far as languages go, the Foreign Service Institute does a really good job with teaching their diplomats how to speak a certain language. However, it wouldn't hurt if you came in with a language or two besides English. I think it just is an asset to be able to speak multiple languages. In addition to my other suggestions, I would also consider study abroad. Study abroad has definitely enriched my life, and it's one of the reasons why I am a diplomat today, because I was able to see another culture. I was able to see another part of the world. I highly recommend study abroad. It's not necessary, but if you can make it fit into your schedule and if it works out financially, I would definitely consider study abroad when this pandemic clears up. Or another thing that I would suggest, that it's not necessarily a course, but it's a habit, and it's to develop the habit of reading. I know your professors will assign you all this reading and you'll have all these books that you need to read, but if you can, develop the habit of reading the newspaper every day. Reading the newspaper is so key if you want to go into this line of work, because it keeps you abreast of all the things that are happening currently. And sometimes in news articles, you'll find that the authors of that news article will mention things that happened in the past. So get into the habit of reading some core newspapers every day, and I think that will serve you so well later on in life. And with that said, read stuff that your professors don't assign to. So my suggestion is seek to know. It's good that you get good grades, but seek to understand, seek to really know, because you can study for a test and you can get an A, but if you don't remember that content like years later, it's not going to do you any well. And this brings me to my last point. This tip is something that you won't hear in your college classrooms. This tip is something that I am learning myself. And what this tip is that have fun, have legal fun. And what I mean by that is that in order to be a good diplomat, you gotta be a well-rounded person. You have to have interests, you have to have hobbies, you have to be able to just know about a wide variety of things. You gotta be able to talk about movies, books, music, what you did on the weekend, some of the hobbies, like things that make you an interesting person. What I'm finding out is like the most effective diplomats are people that put other people at ease, people that are people person. Diplomacy is a people business. And so if you get into the habit of developing your hobbies, developing your interests, things that are not necessarily in your textbooks, I think that will help you a lot for a career in diplomacy, because Y'all, the art of small talk is real, and there's only so much you can talk about the weather, and people don't always want to talk about work. Diplomacy is not just a job, it's a lifestyle. It's something that is 24/7. And so being able to have other things to talk about rather than what you just did in the office will serve you greatly. So when you're in college, go have fun. Go to the movies, watch films. Right now I'm watching the AFI Top 100. I just watched The Godfather. So I'll be able to talk about different films. I'm watching the classics, and that goes back to like the US history. That goes back to so many elements, the cultural elements that make the United States what it is. Movies, read for enjoyment. Read books that you actually enjoy. Do things that you actually like, because this will not only take off the stress of college, but this will also help you to be a more well-rounded diplomat in the future. So those are some of my tips of what you could consider studying while you're in college. All right, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe, share it with 3 or 4 of your friends, and make sure you hit that like button because it will break the YouTube algorithm and more people will be able to see this video. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.